So it's pretty much confirmed that Black Ops 3 is the new Call of Duty that's coming out in 2015, and I'm really, really pumped. We got the teaser trailer quite a while ago, and I realized that I'm very late to the party, but whatever, better late than never. By the way, the gameplay in the background is nothing really special. You shouldn't really be paying attention to the gameplay. It's just like random gameplay. I got on Domination, I got one Harrier and one Pavlo. That's the only reason I put up the gameplay, because I got those set of streaks, which I'm not really good at Modern Warfare 2. But anyway, the gameplay is not important. The topic we're talking about is more important, and we're talking about Black Ops 3. I mean, I'm really excited for the game. Not necessarily just because it's a new COD, but just because it's actually going to be a new good COD. I mean, when has Treyarch ever let us down? And obviously Treyarch are going to be making a game as they've been sticking with the Black Ops series since Black Ops 1. I mean, that's the games they make. Infinity Ward makes Modern Warfare games, so COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and they also made Ghost. Pretty much the only two good games that they made were Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4. I mean, Ghost was just a complete failure. That was just something we don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Ghost. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to hear anything to do with Ghost. And Modern Warfare 3, it wasn't a lot of people's favorites. It was just a lot of people didn't like it. There were some problems with the game. I mean, what I find weird is that Modern Warfare 2 had so many problems. Yeah, it was a good game somehow. A lot of people don't like it. I didn't like it at first, but then I found my game mode, which is free for all. And, I still play Domination here and there. But the noob tubers don't really annoy me as much as they used to. I kind of just grown used to it. And I'm sure that a lot of people who play Modern Warfare 2 on, a regular basis, they just get used to noob tubes. COD 4 was just a good COD in general. And to be honest, I don't know why I'm talking about these Infinity Ward games when really we're supposed to be talking about Black Ops 3, which is, new COD that's coming out, and Treyarch are making it. Treyarch has never released a bad game. World at War, it was a really good game. Now, a lot of people might, have a debate about that, saying if it was a good game, why do only around 3,000 people play it on every single day? My opinion is because of the hackers and how old the game is. The game itself, in my opinion, is just a really solid game, but a lot of people just hate it because of the hackers and because there are some things broken with it. Don't get me wrong, like the MP40 is just very overpowered. Juggernog, a lot of people see that as a problem. There's just Last Stand. There are some problems. Don't get me wrong. The game's not perfect. Black Ops 1, very, very solid game. Very amazing game, if you ask me. There's there are some things wrong, as there is something wrong with pretty much every single Call of Duty. But Black Ops 1 was probably in the top 3 most balanced / just good games of Call of Duty. In my opinion right now, the order that it goes, for me, if you don't agree with me, that's completely fine, but my order is, my favorites are number 1 at the moment, Black Ops 2. I mean, COD 4 is good. It's really difficult for me to say which is my favorite, Black Ops 2 or COD 4. But my favorite at the moment is Black Ops 2. Number 2 would probably have to be COD 4, because I really can't pick between those two CODs which one I enjoy the most. And number 3, I would probably say Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 is a very solid game. It's just has so many good things about it. Another game that Treyarch made, Black Ops 2, the most successful Call of Duty game of all time. It got a huge amount of sales. People still play that game at the moment it's in its 3rd year that people are still playing it. You go onto it during like an afternoon or something, you'll see more than 100,000 people still playing that game, yet the game has been out for 3 years. I think that's mostly to do with the fact that other Call of Duties after that were, a lot of the community didn't really like the game. For example, Ghost, as I said, absolutely horrible game. I'm not going to disrespect anybody who likes that game, but me personally, I just don't like the game. The game was just way too slow-paced, way too boring. The kill streaks weren't good enough. It wasn't worth running kill streaks. I mean, the only kill streak you were really supposed to run was like that thing, what's it called, the UAV thing. I actually can't even remember because I haven't played that game since like 2 months since it was out, but I stopped playing that game completely. And then Advanced Warfare came out, but Advanced Warfare, it's okay. It's not as bad as Ghost. At least it's better than Ghost. But I see one problem with Advanced Warfare. Well, not one problem. There are a couple problems with Advanced Warfare that I bet you that if you removed these, you would have a very solid game and that Advanced Warfare would be really good. I'll probably go in top 3 of the reasons. Number 3, in my opinion, a lot of people don't have this problem, but I do. Now, number 3, a problem is probably connection. I mean, connection, it's okay. Like, I wish they brought the connection back from COD Ghost, but I do realize that it's a completely separate company. I mean, I believe it was Sledgehammer Game, like, made Advanced Warfare, so I guess what they used to, like, balance out the connections and stuff was a little bit different than what Infinity Ward used. Infinity Ward one positive factor about Ghost was just the connection was absolutely amazing. I will say that right now. The hit detection was on point, although it caused people to die really quickly. But back to Advanced Warfare. Number 2. I would have to say the skill-based matchmaking. The skill-based matchmaking is probably a big reason why the connection was kind of, you know, a little bit weird on Advanced Warfare. Sometimes you'd have great connection, sometimes you wouldn't. It's because of the skill-based matchmaking. It's the reason people blame it for a bad connection. Because skill-based matchmaking, you should probably know by this point, unless you are just a new person to Call of Duty. Skill-based matchmaking just pairs you up with people who have the same, around your skill gap or skill range. It basically just doesn't matter where you are in the world. It will connect you with a person, even if you live in Ireland, and it'll probably pair you up with someone from Australia. Because of skill-based matchmaking, it looks for people who are on your skill, just so that you can get paired up with them, so that you don't hate on noobs. And I understand why they did that. The reason they did that is so that new players can get paired up with easier players, so that they actually have a chance, and so that new players would actually stay on Call of Duty. But in my opinion, since Call of Duty is pretty much the most popular first-person shooter at the moment, I'm hoping that would change, because this franchise really needs to die, unless Black Ops 3 is a good game, which I'll get onto that in just a second. That's some good tea. But let's move on to another topic on why Advanced Warfare was a failure. I don't want to make this commentary drag out too long. Number 1 reason, as I see it, is exosuits. Exosuits are just not a good idea. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes the game quite fast-paced, but it doesn't make the game good. It doesn't suit Call of Duty. It doesn't even feel like Call of Duty when you're using an exosuit. I guess one good thing is at least they thought about it for a second and why people might hate the exosuits, and they actually did, like, put a classic game mode in there. And that is the reason I play Advanced Warfare. If I'm ever playing Advanced Warfare, I never ever use the exosuits game mode. I would always go into classic mode, because it just makes the game way more fun. So Black Ops 2, the most popular selling game of Call of Duty of all time, just because it had so many balanced things about it. Maybe M8A1 was a little bit overpowered, and they brought competitive to Call of Duty, which was just great. The sniping, some people might say, was a bit too easy, but, you know, that's up to people to decide, not me. So the game, Black Ops 2, was just an amazing game, probably the best Call of Duty of all time. Let's talk about Black Ops 3. What do I think Black Ops 3 is going to be like? Now, I know I said this about Advanced Warfare. I don't know if I said it in the video, but I said Advanced Warfare was going to be good. Well, it is if you play the classic game mode, but I was quite wrong in saying that Black Ops Advanced Warfare was just not that great, or at least it wasn't as great as people thought it was going to be. Black Ops 3, on the other hand, since it's made by Treyarch, I know for a fact it's going to be a good game. It's made by Treyarch. Treyarch has never let us down. But I'm going to say that if Black Ops 3 fails, I'm officially going to say that I think Call of Duty is going to die, and that'll be the end of it. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Thanks for listening. This was just my opinion. If you disagree with anything I say, don't choke me to death. This is just a commentary. It's just my opinions. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And on a side note, if there is a lack of videos anytime soon, I really do apologize, but I'm working on a little project at the moment, and it's obviously a YouTube project. So if that takes up a bit of my time, I do apologize if, you know, there won't be as many videos as normal, but I really want to get this project done. It'll probably be done in around 2 months. That might seem like a long time, but I really don't know at all when it's going to be done. So, anyway guys, thanks for watching.